I walk the streets and feel the cold, my hands stained by the night. The sins I've sown, they haunt my steps, I cannot find the light. Worse than I imagined, darker than a demon's grin. I stare into the mirror, the shame lives deep within.
Child, hear me now, though your nights are full of fear. There is no place too far for God to draw you near. His hands reach past the darkness where your heart hides its cries. Through Jesus, mercy finds the place where all your sorrow lies.
Through Jesus, mercy reigns, it breaks the hardest chain. Through Jesus, no darkness stays untouched, no depth too deep for grace. Through Jesus, we are found, we are held in love's embrace. Through Jesus, we are found, we are held in love's embrace.
I've begged for pardon in the night, but still the guilt remains. The echoes of my cruelty keep replaying like old rains. Can grace be taller than the wrong my body put on earth? Can mercy wash away the weight, restore my stolen worth?
Your past is not a prison if you turn your heart and kneel. God's mercy is a waterfall, it cleans, it makes you heal. No evil is too tangled for His love to untie. Through Jesus, every broken thread is woven into sky. Through Jesus, mercy reigns, it breaks the hardest chain. Through Jesus, no darkness stays untouched, no depth too deep for grace. Through Jesus, we are found, we are held in love's embrace. Through Jesus, we are found, we are held in love's embrace.
I hide my face, I fear the eyes that used to know my name. I feel less than human, like the wild would not take me in. I pray for one more chance, a way to start again. But every door slams harder as shame becomes my skin.
Listen close, child, to the promise born on Calvary. Enemies can change their hands, God moves in mystery. He sent strange angels, changed hearts, a stranger's gentle hand. Through Jesus, chains fall silent, He makes broken people stand. Through Jesus, mercy reigns, it breaks the hardest chain. Through Jesus, no darkness stays untouched, no depth too deep for grace. Through Jesus, we are found, we are held in love's embrace. Through Jesus, we are found, we are held in love's embrace. Confess the names I cannot say, I carry all the blame. I've traded light for empty winds, I stoke the hidden flame. My heart keeps shouting unforgivable, my nights recount the theft. How can a father lift a child from all the ruin left?
Grace is not a token given to the perfect or the proud. It finds the worst of us and shouts our failures from the cloud. He bore the cross, He took the nails, He turned the grave to door. Through Jesus, even sinners find compassion, never